Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, aka TOCNS. This show is an amalgam of strange, weird, bizarre, off-the-wall, and otherwise things you don't normally see anymore from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss. For links to those articles, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and I am joined by
The Slayer.
the Slayer. And today, of course, is Moon's Day, also known as Monday, November 14th, 2022. I almost said 2011. Wow. Well, that would have been like a major donut brain move right there, you know? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brain became donut. Destroyer of carbs. Anyway, starting us off here from Rebel News, Bill Gates, dangerous contraceptives and population control. Melinda Gates often refers to long-acting reversible contraceptives, LARCs, as a way to empower women of impoverished countries and give them more control over their lives. However, some of these LARCs have serious, irreversible adverse effects. Most likely not by accident. A lot has been reported on the the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is the largest private foundation on Earth with $53.3 billion endowment. Holy crap. A lot has been reported on the foundation's influence over public health institutions in the areas of vaccines and the food systems. Let's not forget they are behind the whole Zika thing, if anybody remembers that. But the foundation is also heavily involved in something else, making sure poor people have less children, or as they call it, family planning. Oh my god. These people are evil, dude. Like, I can see where they're coming from, you know, and I can see how they think, you know, they're doing the right thing, but, I mean, if you want to do the right thing, then you need to, like, not influence, not persuade or anything, but show, you know, how certain governments, you know, are not doing good. Like, you know, like, and I know, like, you know, they'll probably, like, you know, get executed or whatever if they do that. So there's no way to do that. So we don't live in a perfect world where that can, you know, be done. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just not good. Like, it's just flat out not good. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, no, that's just. I get their point. I get what they're trying to say, but it's not their choice to make. It's not Gates' decision to make whether a poor person or a rich person wants to have a kid. It's not their decision.
Well, it's not that he's doing the decision. It's just he's giving poor people a very ease of access to, you know, birth control and stuff like that. He's making it very easy, rather than using his money and influence in a positive way to try to push, you know, the government of that nation in a direction where, you know, that won't have to be an issue. You know?
Yeah.
But as I said, we don't live in a perfect world. There's governments out there that, like, you know, you can't persuade them. Like, they're you know, religious fanatics and stuff. You know, like in Egypt, Israel, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, like a lot of those countries, you know, are very strict religion-based governments, and you know, you just can't argue with something like that. So, you know, that just sucks. You know, or like you know, places in Africa and South America, but Africa mainly, to my knowledge, like, you know, a lot of, like, you know, like constant civil wars and strife and famines and just awful stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know, just talking about it, like, you know, really makes me realize how good I have it to you know, just, you know, not just be in like a second or first world country, but in, you know, the United States, even though everything is falling apart at the seams right now. You know, we are still better off than a lot of other places presently, but that's going to change real quick here. But yeah, and a lot can be said from this whole thing as a basis. Like, you know, I'm feeling my inner Alex Jones, like, wanting to come out and be like, rah! So, but let's move on up here. If you would like to read.
Ontario education workers strike, and some they can't explain why. Viewers react.
That's really odd. Is there actually... Here we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is. On Friday's episode of Rebel Roundup Letters, we got your letters. We get your letters every minute of every day. And you had plenty to say about those striking education workers who descended upon Queen's Park last Friday. Question: why are so many education workers angry and vulgar, completely unable to articulate their position? They're education workers, right? Or maybe they really need to go back to school.
Yeah, that's good right there, because like the title says it all. How can you be an education worker and not know why you're striking? There has to be a reason. Low wages, bad hours, like,
Yeah.
too much work, not enough staff. Like why are you picketing? Why are you striking? Like people are just like, like as I said, like about this country and a lot of others, because this the United States of America is not the only country in the world that has freedom. It hasn't been that way for a long time. You know, like so many other countries, have freedoms and whatnot, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
But like the power to protest is one of the strongest powers that we the people have. But you got to know why you're protesting. Like I have a feeling that it just exploded because like I know like like a college age stereotype is they protest and everything and stuff like that. But that became such a pop culture thing for a bit. I think it actually may have been a fad just to go protest, and it kind of maybe poisoned our societal structure. And now people, when they see a gathering of people holding signs, they just, oh, I'm gonna go join, be part of the herd. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, no, like, in terms of protest, you have to know the reason. You can't just blindly walk with a group. As how, like, bandwagons for certain things are. It's like, you just can't. You can't just bandwagon with a thing that you don't even know. If you don't even know what's going on, you can't do that.
And I think that stems from, like, a problem, far deeper than I can really explain or even try to explain, stemming from like from social norms and stuff, like how now like like so many people like like have this issue or that, or like there's introverts, and all that stuff. So but
Yeah.
but humans as a genome, we are a communal species. So no matter how in your box closed off you are, at some point you do get out and socialize in one way or another. Be it through memes or just joining Discord servers and lurking, not talking. In one way or another, you're getting human interaction given to you, but you're not necessarily giving any back. The internet is a really great tool for that to do. And then with that mindset, people go out into reality. They see a whole group of people. Ooh, herd, follow. Because that's their life. And it's really devastating what the internet has done. Like it's a great thing, but it's a double-edged sword. So anyway, let's move on up more from Rebel News here. I'm not going to say that word. Themed Santa. Why did they even use that word? I mean, I guess this is Canadian. I guess it's all right up there. Okay. Coming to WA shopping centers. Western Australia. Oh God. It's turning the freaking Santa's gay. Alex Jones. Blah, blah, blah.
They're putting chemicals in the water to turn the freaking Santa's gay.
Oh my God. I never thought I'd ever hear that in my life. Wow. Welcome to the Omni Coalition. Never a dull moment. Major shopping centers in Western Australia are promoting that themed Santa photo shots in lead up to Christmas. Westfield centers across the state have announced they will host a special day giving alphabet families and their allies the chance to have photographs with Santa using pride props, as well as with drag queens. Why?
No. Why they?
They're turning Santa into a sex symbol. Stop! Stop!
Stop ruining things. You already ruined the rainbow. What the hell?
Bro, you got everything you wanted. Where's the intolerance? Like, what is this intolerance you keep talking about? I'm not seeing any of it, unless you're talking about the stuff coming at me for not, myself being one of you people. Like,
Hmm.
come on, live and let live, but don't turn the Santas gay. Come on, dude.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't put it. Stop. Get the chemicals out of the water.
No, no, it's in the milk. Oh no,
They put chemical in the milk to
wait
turn
a
the
minute.
Santa.
Homogenization. Homo. Oh fuck. I think I just unlocked a milk conspiracy here. Mark, stop drinking milk for the love of God. Markiplier.
Mark, no, stop drinking milk. No, it's got poison in it.
Anyway, do you want to read this one?
Yes. Technology blamed for drop in literacy skills in teen boys.
This I can 100% agree with. Like,
Yeah, my brother's an example of that. Whenever he's home, he is locked on his game.
well, I mean,
That's so important.
everything's auto typing, predictive typing, like voice to text. You know, we speak in hieroglyphics now. Apparently, like, it's the English language is gonna die in a few generations probably. I'm no linguist, but this is concerning.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Do continue, good sir.
Hey, teenage boys are spending more hours gaming than they spend at school, and it is impacting their literacy skills, a new study has found. The University of NSW study revealed that boys were spending as much time as 9 hours a day playing video games. Gronsky, I almost said Gronkowski by accident.
With Chris Wazowski.
Gronkowski. Gronsky Institute for Education Director Prof. Kim Beswick. We're going to call him Bisquick.
Bisquick.
Yeah, Beswick.
Yep.
Told Sky News there was reason to believe this was why recent NAPLAN tests showed boys lagging well behind girls in reading and writing proficiency.
Yeah.
You want me to finish this out, or?
No, yeah, we'll leave the rest for viewers to go over there, give it this cite the foot traffic. But yeah, no, like like as I said, that and that gaming, like you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. Like with my brother, I get it. For someone like me, it didn't really affect me. I played video games a lot. I played a lot of them.
I mean, like, I played, hell, I dropped out of college the first time because of World of Warcraft, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not innocent, myself in this situation, but I mean, like, do they not do book reports anymore, or is that like some kind of form of white privilege? Like, like probably knowing all this lunacy. Like, I just don't understand. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like like 9 hours is excessive daily. 9, 18, 27. Yeah, 9, 18, 27. So it's like it's over a third of your day, and that's a long time. But you know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. Do they still do book reports? Did you guys do book reports?
I had to do them over. I had to do the report through a computer, but I still had to. I still like what we would do in middle school English. We were required. I think it was like 2 books per quarter. We just had to read at least 2 books, and then do a book report. We had to do 1 fiction and 1 nonfiction. So I actually loopholed it. Well, I shouldn't say I loopholed it because the way I used it to my advantage is that I read probably 3, 4. I think it was like 4 or 5 series of books throughout that entire time.
Dang.
From the library. And I actually ended up purchasing a few of the books because some of them were actually really good reads. Like Ranger's Apprentice. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one.
No.
That's like that's a long series of books, but it is a very good read.
All right.
It is a very good book.
There you hear it, folks. Go check that out. Ranger's Apprentice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, be sure to give it a look. It's a very good book in my opinion.
Yeah. Give the book a look. Book look.
Yep, give it a look.
Anyway, moving on up from Oddity Central, the Flemish Giant is the world's largest breed of rabbit. Often weighing more than 10 kilograms or 22 pounds, The Flemish Giant is by far the largest rabbit breed in the world. They are also extremely docile creatures and make great pets. Originally a utility breed raised in Flanders, Belgium for its fur and meat, the Flemish Giant eventually became a show breed due to its high bone to meat ratio. Today they are considered one of the most docile and tolerant rabbit breeds in the world, and they can make great pets if raised correctly. According to breed standards, a well-developed Flemish Giant has a large head, long, erect ears, and a long, powerful body, and a nicely rounded rump. I don't know why that's a thing. Unsurprisingly, the world's largest rabbit is a Flemish Giant rabbit that weighs 49 pounds, 22 kilograms, and measures 1.3 meters or 4 feet 3 inches. It's as big as a dog.
Holy.
Jesus.
It's the size of a dachshund. Wait, that might. Wait, no, that's not a dachshund. Never mind.
That's
Wait.
still big, dude. I mean, that's a table leg.
Yeah.
That is huge.
That thing's the size of my dog. That thing's the size of Grizz. Jeez.
That thing can probably.
Thing's massive.
Yeah, that thing's huge. So.
Yeah, that's like holy. It's like.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh my god. That's bigger. Oh my god, that's bigger than my dog actually.
Wow.
That's. Wow. That's like the size of my Brittany Spaniel.
That is a big rabbit. Anyway, let's move on up here. More from Audio Central. This is weird. I want you to have this. Go.
High-tech Volkswagen office chair has a top speed of 12 miles per hour.
What?
That is amazing. That is awesome. I love that.
What?
It just sounds like fun.
It sounds dangerous.
It sounds dangerous but fun.
Yeah.
A team of Volkswagen designers and engineers developed a high-tech office chair that you can drive at a top speed of 12 miles per hour or 20 kilometers per hour. Most high-tech office chairs are either simply waterproof or stain-proof, or are designed at a higher standard in terms of ergonomics. But Volkswagen's recent take on a high-tech office chair shows just how low the bar sits at the moment. The German car manufacturer designed and built an office chair with a built-in motor and controls, allowing the user to drive at a respectable top speed of 12 miles per hour. And that's just one of the crazy features built into this one-of-a-kind piece of office furniture.
So they're just...
That is...
Wow.
It's like a wheelchair. It's like an office wheelchair.
What is going on? It has a seatbelt.
It's like a wheelchair, but is it a six-leg? Is it a six-leg office? Is it a six-leg wheelchair? Oh no, it's a four-leg. Never mind. It's like a car. It's like a really small car.
It has footrests here. Seatbelt.
I want to buy one of those. That is the stupidest thing possible, but I want it.
Is this it? Oh yeah, here it is. Did he just? No way. Okay. Wow.
Oh, it even has a horn.
Wow.
Does that mean it could possibly be street legal eventually?
Bro, hold on a second. Let me unlock my chair.
Dude, we just unlock my chair real quick.
Oh my god.
That is like, that's perfect.
That is amazing.
Wait, how much does it say? How much they cost?
No, it's one of a kind. Remember, it said.
It's the only one. Okay.
Yeah, this one of a kind piece of office furniture. So I don't think.
Imagine if they start mass producing those.
Bro.
There's so many problems, but it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god.
An accident caused by a wheelchair, by a motorized chair. See, I didn't think motorized chairs would actually become a thing. I was thinking about it like a few years back, and I was like, I wonder if you could put a motor on a chair and drive it. Like, so you know how I told you in Wreckfest they have like a motorized couch. It's like diesel. It's like a diesel powered couch, and you can actually, and it's like 50 mile an hour. Yeah, it's like that.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this. Hold on, I left my phone on my chair. Let me go get it.
It even lights up.
Oh my heavens! This has to be the best story I've ever read in my life. Like,
That is awesome.
this is amazing. Like, Volkswagen, you know what? No
Yeah.
matter what, like, despite you being a company started by Adolf Hitler, um, I would actually buy. Oh fuck! It's Hitler's chair.
Wait, he made Volkswagen?
Yeah,
What?
no, yeah, no. Hitler,
Oh,
Hitler made Volkswagen because he actually like was doing a lot of good stuff for Germany. Like, you got to hand him credit. Like he did the whole autobahn thing. Which invented the freeways, I
mm-hmm.
believe, or at least perfected it. As well as perfecting other things, not so great.
Oh, they
Um,
were made in
but no, like
1930.
Volkswagen is in German the people's car. He was trying to get like he was like the European form of Henry Ford essentially is what
Oh,
he was
jeez.
doing. Making
Jesus.
he was following in Ford's footsteps. Giving an affordable you know car to the average family. Like that's what he was
Yeah.
doing. But
See, it's funny.
anyway,
I bet you most people don't even know this, that Hitler made those cars.
oh yeah, no, well like yeah, like
Yep.
he started the whole
As
thing.
soon as they find that out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, keep in mind, Hitler was also People's Time of the Year, or Times People
Yeah.
Person of the Year, blah, 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 one of those things.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
because he was doing a lot of great things while doing a lot of atrocious things. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
and like everybody always pays attention to the bad things, which yeah, you should, but also look at the good. Like, you know,
Yeah. But yeah, that's
that's weird to
surprising.
say about Hitler, but yeah.
It feels weird saying that. Like Hitler did good. It just feels weird saying that. It's like,
as far as uh, as far as Volkswagen, and the Autobahn, you know, everything else. So like that really that vastly. I mean, the Holocaust. That vastly supersedes everything. But like still, know your history. It's there for a
yeah.
reason. But let's move on up here. More from Oddity Central. 50-year-old man goes viral for smoking while running marathons. This sounds like me with my vape. Of course, it's a Chinese. Chinese man recently went viral on social media after he was photographed lighting up and smoking several tobacco cigarettes while running a marathon. Like,
Wow.
at this point, by the way, I didn't mean anything by the. Of course, as a Chinese, like it's just like when it's something crazy, it's always either like a Japanese or a Chinese or like an American or something.
Or
So
just
like
some random Australian guy.
Australia definitely would probably fit that
That is
bill. Like
that is very Australian.
that is actually. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna recant my statement and say, okay, I'm surprised it's not an Australian. There we go.
Yeah.
Uh, at this point, I think everybody can agree that smoking tobacco isn't the healthiest thing you can do, but it's one thing to light up in the comfort of your own home while enjoying a cup of coffee or in a cigarette break at work, and quite another while running on a 42-kilometer marathon. Jesus. So when photos of a man in his 50s casually smoking while taking part in the Xin Marathon last week went viral, everyone was curious to know his story. Unfortunately, not much is known about this man, apart from the fact that he is known as Uncle Chen among fellow runners, who has also confirmed this habit of smoking while running. According to anecdotal reports on social media, Uncle Chen has been spotted at other marathons in the last few years, including the Xiamen Marathon, Liuxiu, Lishui Ultra Marathon, and Lhasa Half Marathon. So this
Hmm.
is not anything new. He's been doing this.
Oh,
So
he's been doing this for a while then. Okay.
so that's so it's not like he's just doing it. Oh, I'm going to be silly. No, he just does this. Like that's cool.
I'm gonna be a goober.
I'm going to be a goober. Hey, look, I'm a booger. Hey, look,
Hey,
Lois,
look
I'm
at
a
me.
booger. Peter, help! I'm falling.
Like, hey, look at me. I'm a booger, but the roles are reversed.
Yeah. So are you a nose, or are you the finger?
Hmm. I thought it was the mace bread. Wait, does that make me a
Oh,
mace bread then?
mace bread. Oh God.
Mace bread.
The bread mall. Let's call it
Mall.
the bread mall. The bread mace.
I am the mall. I am the gluten mall.
The gluten
I'm the
Morgan.
mall. I'm the mall of carbohydrates.
Anyway, more from the Mirror here. Fit and healthy girl tragically dies suddenly after collapsing at school, age just 10. Wow. Um,
Jeez.
I'm gonna say, it got a little bit of the prune juice. As another YouTuber says, you know. Um,
Hmm.
a fit and healthy girl at just 10 years old suddenly died after she collapsed at school. Rai Leah Praveen Sadiq had been enjoying a normal day at school last Wednesday before she just suddenly collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital and later transferred, but tragically died on Monday morning. Okay, so she collapsed and then died later. So she didn't just drop dead. Okay, um, that still sucks though. So she was in the hospital um, this morning, Monday morning, and last Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days. Um,
Yeah.
oh
Well,
wow.
prayers to that to her friends and family.
Okay, now wait a minute. Huh.
If
Okay, this is weird. Like she died this morning, but there's already been a funeral.
oh jeez. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's a little
god.
quick. Like,
Oh my god. That's terrible. That's so tragic.
yeah. Wow. Um, yeah, no, anyway, hundreds of people attended her funeral at the Jamia Masjid Swafia Mosque, which was followed by a burial service at Wakefield Cemetery on Sugar Lane. Oh, that's a not a good name for a funeral area to be on.
Yeah.
A spokesman said, "quote She was a hardworking girl who was loved by family and friends. Her school was closed today. Students attended her funeral and left off balloons." End quote. Man, this is tragic.
Yeah,
Um,
that is terrible. Terrible situation to be in.
but it's not telling us what happened. It's just telling us about the funeral and all that stuff, and
Jeez.
quotes from people who attended. But it's not telling us what happened. Um,
Oh,
she just collapsed and then she died. Okay.
it's
Well, hopefully we get updates on that soon. Let's move on up here. More from the Mirror here. Um, Jay Leno suffered serious burns to his face after car erupts in flames in horror emergency. Holy crap!
oh god.
Wow. Yeah, no, I saw this. I saw this in the news channel in the Omni Coalition here. Where's the news channel? There it is. Somebody posted it earlier. Yeah, Jewel Chicky. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, Arlene Atkinzel. Um, unless she doesn't want me to say her name or her username or whatever, I don't know. Uh, anyway, the comedian at the age of 72 is doing okay and recovering in a burn center after a fire broke out in a vehicle in a Los Angeles garage where he keeps his fleet of luxury cars on Sunday. Jay has been due to perform at a financial conference in Las Vegas on Sunday night, but was left unable to attend after suffering a serious injury to the left side of his face. He is okay. It's just repeating itself. Jay told the Mirror, "quote I got some serious burns from a gasoline fire. I am okay. Just need a week or two to get back on my feet." End quote. Okay, well, get well soon, Jay. Um,
Yep. You're well soon, man.
yeah. Let's move on up here. Um, Man at the age of 22 gets devastating diagnosis after suddenly being unable to handle his beer. Why? Are you permanent lightweight? That would suck. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah. I'll take it. A young man who found he was unable to handle his beer and lost 2 stones in weight was shocked when he was diagnosed with blood cancer.
Fuck.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, poor guy. Ryan Lloyd, 26, had enjoyed 3 pints at a festive market in late 2018, but woke up in the night violently unwell. Assuming he had picked up a bug from the beer glasses, he thought nothing of it. But over the next 2 weeks, his health declined further, suffering night sweats and losing weight.
Yeah, 2 months, not 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh no.
All right.
So
Oh,
we
my
have the
God.
name here. Do continue.
And blood tests found his white cell count was high, and he was later diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin lymphoma in his bone marrow, hips, spine, neck, and spleen.
Oh, he's done.
Oh shit, dude. Oh my god, poor guy. I feel
Stage
horrible.
4. That's it. Like that's the end of the line right there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn.
Oh.
Horrible for him. That's a horrible way to go.
Well, I hope he enjoyed his life, and I hope it lasts as long as possible. I mean, like look at Magic
Yeah.
Johnson. Diagnosed with AIDS, still alive today. Things can happen. Like so, I mean, I can talk about my mom's life. She was a fighter literally since she was born. So like I wish this guy luck, and
Yeah.
that sucks. Um,
Yeah.
let's move on up here. Fuck off, Google. More from the mirror. KFC opens its first ever pub. Oh, what a great transition.
That is a very logical transition.
I'm sorry. I was just collecting sources. I was not seeing.
Oh my. KFC, Kentucky Fried Pub. What is it? Is it KFP though?
KFP, not good. Yeah, first ever pub is you can order chicken to your table during the World Cup. That's interesting. KFC has announced the launch of the Colonel's Arms, a traditional British pub reimagined by KFC, where you can get your chicken delivered straight to your table, promising an unmatched football viewing experience away from the winter frost and beer garden benches. The Colonel brings his southern fried charm to the British classic, as well as a lot of salt. KFC has been working around the clock to deliver the finger-licking greatest pub in town, and there's even a finger-licking good foosball table. Oh, God. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, I mean...
That's something else.
Yeah. And it's London, so of course.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, though. I would pay that a visit.
I'd go check it out.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of London, but that'd be a pretty cool thing to check out.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up here from UTI, or not UPI. Wow.
Uppy.
Oopie.
Oopy. Oopy.
Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Steve Jobs' Birkenstock sandals auctioned for more than $200,000.
So someone just spent $200,000 on a pair of used sandals. That's disgusting.
That's not smart.
That's gross.
That's nasty and also a very unwise investment.
Yeah.
Unless they're so rich that they don't know what to do with their money.
If you have that much money, like, give it away. Be charitable. Be kind to your fellow man. Like,
Be like guys like Keanu Reeves. Like Keanu Reeves does that all the time. He only gives himself enough money to live with, to where he can.
Think about this. We live in a society. Yeah, what? Our culture looks down on people. As like not down. Well, if they look down on people, like and I was about to say as we should, but we shouldn't look down on them as inferior. We should look at them as people in need of help, hoarders. People who have a bunch of crap. Like look at me. I have so much crap. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's you hoard magazines. You hoard VHSs. You hoard newspapers. You hoard dead cats. Whatever. It's all the same. But if you hoard money, then you're all of a sudden, considered an idol and put on Forbes Man of the Week. How the hell does that work?
Which, if you really think about it, a guy like Keanu Reeves should be the man of the week every single time because he gives away almost all of his money. He owns a normal house. He has like a normal house like everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like a normal $150,000 house.
Yeah.
Or what would have been at the time $150,000 house.
A basic, average middle income, or what used to be, house.
Like you get it's your typical run of the mill house. It's a nice place. But no, he bought himself a couple of suits, which I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, I think anybody would because suits are pretty nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, even I actually had for a small time in my life, I wanted a zoot suit.
And the nice thing is, like, Keanu has a cheap suit as well. Like he buys them around $1,000. Like for a suit, considering how expensive suits can be, that's pretty cheap. Like that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
For my suit, I paid $360 at Boscov's.
Huh, Oshkosh, nice. Oshkosh
Yeah.
bagosh?
Yes.
Yes.
Anywho, November 14th, UPI. A pair of Birkenstock sandals formerly owned by and worn by Apple co-founder Steve Jobs were auctioned for more than $200,000. That's nasty. California-based Julian's Auctions said the well-used brown suede sandals, which were
Are you kidding me?
accompanied by an NFT, sold for $218,750.
Because of course, why wouldn't it have an NFT? Oh
Yeah,
my.
everything, anything can have an NFT anymore.
Wait, is this a non-footable transaction?
Um,
Because they're sandals, feet? Like,
yeah.
like foot to bill?
I see what you did there.
Economy joke. Bro, well used though, and then actually I have another article up here. It actually has the sandals. That is
Oh,
nasty.
that's
Like,
disgusting.
why would you buy? Like, look at that. Oh, ugh. Like,
It's like you don't sell those.
dude, I can smell that
Those
picture.
have been thrown out.
I can smell that picture, like the worn leather smell. Like the smell of a closet that hasn't been opened in a while. Like,
Yeah.
that's what that picture
Smells like
smells
foot.
like.
Smells like rotted foot.
God,
It smells like athlete's foot.
it smells like bad money spending.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on up here from UPI, Oopie. Earbud piece was stuck in British man's ear for 5 years. Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I don't like sticking things in my head. A British man who feared he was going deaf used a home endoscope kit and discovered a piece of an earbud that had stuck in his ear for about 5 years. Wallace Lee Wayworth Dorset said he had been experiencing hearing loss for the past few years and ended up buying a home endoscope kit to see if he could identify the issue. The tiny camera alerted him to a small white object inside his ear. Quote, 5 years ago when I was visiting my family in Australia, I bought these little earplugs that you can put in different attachments in, depending on the noise you want to phase out of the aircraft, Lee told BBC. One of these little attachments had lodged in there and had been in there ever since, end quote. So I think like one of those little nipple things, that you can put on and
Yeah,
off.
it's like the little piece. It probably wasn't a foam. It wasn't one of the plastic ones, like the rubbery plastic ones.
Yeah.
It's the foam ones that'll stick in your ear. The rubber ones will actually slide out.
They have foam ones?
Yeah, they have. You can get foam ones, and you can get plastic. You can get like a rubbery one.
Huh.
My current earbuds have rubber
Okay.
pieces.
I didn't even know there were foam ones. Like, that has to be cheap as hell.
Oh yeah, my earbuds, they came with them. They have multiple attachments that come with.
I've never seen, foam, things. I've always seen plastic. Or like the rubber ones, like the soft rubbery membrane things that you put over the little stick, you know? Yeah, that sounded very suggestive. Anyway, moving on. Good thing Zanny's not here. Anyway, from NPR, why don't you take this?
Alrighty. The National Park Service wants humans to stop licking this toad.
Well, now we know what happened to Santa. Look at
oh my god!
It's standing there like tonight, you.
that doesn't look creepy at all.
I know, right?
Go into almost any park, and there's often reminders to refrain from going near petting or feeding wildlife. Not licking strange animals was simply a given until now. The National Park Service has added tongue contact with the Sonoran desert toad among its various warnings for park visitors.
I'm going to hold up there. Did Family Guy predict this? Is Family Guy becoming the new Simpsons? Is this really happening?
Maybe.
Because remember, they had the whole episode about licking toads?
Oh, yeah. Maybe they did predict it.
This is weird, dude. I'm sorry, continue.
Anywho, quote, as we say with most things you come across in a national park, whether it be a banana slug, unfamiliar mushroom, or a large toad with glowing eyes in the dead of night, please refrain from licking, end quote. The agency wrote on Facebook this past week. That's
Who is licking toads? What the hell is wrong with people?
yeah, that is weird.
Seriously, like if it was a thing from Family Guy, it's wild and zany.
Like,
Do they really have to have that stupid jackass warning at the front, like, do not attempt this at home? Don't. Why are people licking toads? Like, I thought that was a myth. Like, that people actually did that to get high. Like, I thought that was a joke, but apparently it's actually true. Or well, I'm not even sure if it gets you high, but people are licking toes for whatever reason. This is weird, dude.
odd.
Anyway, more from NPR. 2 California bakers create a life-size Han Solo out of bread in the carbonite thing.
It looks like it's well worth the investment.
Yes, it's called the Pan Solo. So,
Carbohydrate Solo.
Pan Solo is, of course, they call him Pan Solo. In San Francisco, if you know what I'm saying. That's what a bakery in the San Francisco Bay Area dubbed its 6-foot bread sculpture of the Star Wars character as he appeared after being frozen in carbonite in The Empire Strikes Back. Hannah Lee Pervan and her mother, Catherine Pervan, co-owners of One House Bakery in Bennica, California, spent weeks molding, baking, and assembling the life-size sculpture using wood and 2 types of dough, including a type of yeastless dough with a higher sugar content that will last longer. The 2 worked at night after the day's business was done. The lovingly crafted details show Han Solo's anguished face and his hands straining to reach out. Yeah, it's interesting.
Now the question is, how is Han not dead in that scene, though? That's the real question. Realistically, he would have suffocated to death. Unless the carbonite froze everything in your body.
Well, see, there is a species of frog, talking about frogs again, there is a species of frog that has essentially antifreeze in its blood, and enough of it that it actually freezes during the winter, and then it thaws out during the spring, and it comes back to life. Now if there's a way that we can replicate that type of thing to happen with our blood, then we can survive being, cryogenically frozen, as Disney tried.
Yeah, like cryo-freeze, yeah.
Yeah, or kryptonite.
It's funny, in Halo, they use that quite a bit. They use it a few times in the Halo games.
Yeah.
Like in cutscenes, like Master Chief will be cryo-freezed.
Cryogenically freezing things is so in so much pop culture things now. It's as you said, Halo. I've seen it in the Passenger, that movie with Ryan Reynolds.
The 10th Friday the 13th movie did that too. Except Jason was frozen for 500 years.
Yeah, no, that's because he fell in the lake or something, or he was frozen in he was in a freezer, or.
No, he got picked up by scientists. He ended up getting stuck in a science lab in the early 2000s. And what had happened is that he broke out. He broke out of his chains. I mean, who could have guessed that?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that happening? Ends up going on a killing spree, but makes the mistake of he ended up getting thrown into a cryo chamber. But the one character made the dumb mistake of getting too close to the chamber door, so Jason was able to shank her.
Huh.
Was able to take his machete, punch it through the door. Honestly, it's a steel door, so that's impressive.
Yeah.
So he's very strong. I mean, he's already been said to be very powerful, physically imposing.
Yeah. And that carried on into Jason X, right?
Yes, that was Jason X. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I like that movie.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on up here. Our last story. Why don't you take this one?
Claim of new world record for longest beard chain in Wyoming.
They actually tie their beards together.
Yes. I like this. Casper, Wyoming AP facial hair enthusiast claimed to have set a new world record for longest beard chain during an event in Wyoming on Friday. The Casper Star Tribune reports. Participants gathered at Gaslight Social, a bar in Casper, where they stood side by side and clipped their beards together to create a hairy chain that was measured at 150 feet long. According to the newspaper, that's more than double the Guinness World Record of 62 feet and 6 inches set in Germany in 2007.
Oh, of course the Germans would set that, but... And this is Wyoming, so hey.
And then
cool.
Poor America. We were just like, yep, we have to break your record. We're America. We do this a lot. we do this very often. It's very normal to find an American attempting and or maybe and most likely succeeding at breaking a record. Or being really close.
If there's one thing we know what to do, it's how to one-up other people.
Yeah, we're very good.
Yeah.
Natural talent of the U.S.
Yep. We are the biggest assholes of the world.
Uh-huh.
As far as just general attitude of the people, you know? So, anyway, that will conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, which includes everything but not limited to Omni Coalition. I screwed all that up. Whatever. For your dose of different, odd, and otherwise unknown news, we stream Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is what your time?
It's 3 p.m. Western. It is 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. That is true. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
I am the Slayer.
The Slayer. And you, of course, are you. And until you catch us tomorrow at 3, or you can check out the History Show at 10 in the morning, whenever you see us next time. Until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Toodles!